All right, this is the lesson 1-5 homework help video. I am on pages 51 and 52 of your book, and I've just selected a sampling of problems here off of this assignment. Hopefully this will help you along with the examples that were given in your notes. So number 8, just looking at your book and referring to the figure there on the right, we're supposed to find two adjacent angles. Okay, there's a couple of correct answers, maybe more than two correct answers, but here is one definitely, and I'll just highlight it for you. So we have this angle here, HJE, that is adjacent to HGE, not J, HGE would be adjacent to DGE. So they share that same side, but no interior points. So we can say like this, HGE and DGE. All right, number 10 is two obtuse vertical angles. And again, there are choices here. I see vertical angles, of course, would be like this. We have BFD would be a vertical angle with CFE. So that would be an example. Another one, if you've already done this and you want to know if this is right, you could do, I'll do a different color for this one. HGE would be a vertical angle with BGD. And I guess that'll do it. So I'll just go ahead and go with that first option I had there. So we could say angle BFD, CFE would be obtuse vertical. Okay, number 12 is two complementary non-adjacent angles. All right, so complementary, of course, adds to 90 degrees. So we're shown here the 60-degree angle, BCF. And then up here we have this other angle that's 30 degrees, BAD. So they are complementary, but they are not adjacent. So that could be our answer for number 12, angle BCF and angle BAD. Number 13, two supplementary adjacent angles. Okay, so two angles that share the same side and add up to 180 degrees. So we could say CBF, ABF. Those are supplementary angles and they would add up to 180 degrees. All right, very good. All right, a linear pair whose vertex is F. That's number 14. Okay, so a linear pair would mean we're looking for a line. And let's see, we could say in our figure whose vertex is F, we could say CBF, or I'm sorry, CFB and DFB. All right, so there's our linear pair for number 14. And then we'll do one more in this little block of problems. Number 16 says an angle supplementary to CBF. CBF is right there. And we could say this angle right here, JBF, is supplementary. Together they would equal 180 degrees. Okay, so I've left you a few, 5 or 6 of those to see if you can come up with. Let's jump down to the next block of problems, number 22, and we're solving for X and Y. All right, so I'm going to find Y first because we have vertical angles right here. And vertical angles are always congruent, they equal each other. So let's set these two expressions equal to each other and solve for Y. So if I subtract 2Y from both sides and I add 102 to both sides, I get Y is 18. Okay, now let's see if we can find X. The way I'm going to find X is knowing that these are adjacent angles and they are supplementary because together they would add up to 180 degrees. So now that I know what Y is, I can replace Y with 18, add 3X, let that equal 180, and now I can solve for X. So this is 42. So 180 minus 42, 138, divided by 3 is 46. And so those are our variable values for number 22. All right, and then we come to number 23, and this looks like an interesting problem. So I'm going to solve, I'll solve for Y by adding these two expressions together to equal 180 degrees. Okay, so let's see, 2Y plus 50 plus 5Y minus 17 equals 180. 7Y plus 33 is 180. 180 minus 33 is 147. 47 divided by 7 is 21. So we got our value for Y, and then we'll just do the same thing over on this side for X. Add the X's, and negative 248 plus 24 plus 44, negative 204, add 204 to both sides, is 384, and divide by 8 is is 48. And so those are your two answers solving for x and y on number 23. All right, I got two more for you. Word problems. Number 25, angles E and F are supplementary. The measure of E is 54 more than the measure of F. All right, so we can just use the variable x is going to be F, measurement of F, so angle F. And then that plus 54 is going to be angle E. And so since these are supplementary, they should add together to equal 180 degrees. So we subtract 54 from both sides. 2x is equal to 126. And so x is equal to 63. And we called x the measurement of angle F. All right. So we know angle F is 63 degrees. And so to find the measurement of angle E, we just do 63 plus 54. And that's 117. I think we got one more for you. Angles 3 and 4 form a linear pair. And that's just another way of saying that they are supplementary, because those linear pairs will add up to 180 degrees. The measure of angle 3 is 4 more than 3 times the measure of angle 4. So find the measure of each angle. So let's say I'll just let my variable x be angle 4. So angle 3 is going to be 4 more than 3 times that. In other words, 3 times angle 4 plus 4. 4 more than 3 times is going to be the measurement of angle 3. And again, since they are a linear pair, that means when I add them together, they should equal 180 degrees. So 4x plus 4 is 180. 4x is 176. And so we do 176 divided by 4 is 44 degrees for angle 4. And so angle 4 is 44 degrees. And so now when we do 3 times 44 plus 4, we'll have angle 3. For 136 is angle 3. Circle them like this. Angle 4 is 44. Angle 3 is 136. Okay, well, that is the homework help video, so I hope that is helpful. If there are any questions about these problems, you're always free to come and see me, and I will see you next time.